Come Monday, while it is Wednesday, and we winning. Listen, share this in somebody's timeline, in a group, on a message, copy the link, just do what you do. What the topic say, cheating will catch up with you. Listen, coming from an ex-cheater, cheating ain't all it's cracked up to be, especially when you married. I mean, it's fun, exciting, and all that good stuff, wrong good stuff while you doing it. But there comes a point where you got to know the ramifications of what you're doing. The lives, the spirits, the hearts, the families, all these things affected by your choice, thrillment for the moment. Why people get married is, I don't understand. Why you get married? You happy to get married. You take vows with people, but then you'll start another relationship with somebody else. I say this all the time. It's because it's a lack of communication. It's a lack of understanding. A lot of times people don't even go through marriage counseling anymore. You just jumping up getting married, and then you have an idea of marriage that you haven't expressed with the other person. Your idea of marriage versus that person's idea of marriage. You're dating each other, you're okay, but as soon as you get married, 9 times out of 10 it be the men. Y'all jump up, want to have a whole affair with somebody else. For why? Why is it that you cannot be faithful to the person that you took vows to? You need to ask yourself that. What's prohibiting me from being faithful to the person I took vows for? Do you not believe and trust in the vows that you took before the Lord? These are holy vows that you took before the Lord. These are things that you said that you would do. This is like a covenant. Not like, this is a covenant that you took before the Lord, and before the congregation is your witness. The people in the congregation is a witness that you said that you was going to do this, but yet and still you're doing the opposite of what you have vowed to do. But I just want you to know that in the long run, it's going to catch up with you. No sin, no seed, no deed goes unpunished. I had fun. It was fun. I mean, I felt like I was winning. I felt like I was getting my lit back. I just had all these euphoric feelings when I was the cheater. You see what I'm saying? But then it caught up with me the wrong way. When I started thinking about, well, darn, if I wouldn't have did this, if I would have invested the energy and the time that I'm investing in this relationship into that relationship could have blossomed. If I would have all this love and fun things, exciting things that you're doing with this person, if you take that over though to your spouse. But let me say this before I go. We got to be real. Good morning, sis. When you cheat on somebody and they find out about it, you got to give people some time to deal with it, to process it, and to heal. You can't jump over those steps because it's a grievous moment. And there are stages of grief that the person has to go through. Just like when somebody died, the stages of grief, when you break somebody's trust, there are stages of grief that the person has to go through. And you got to allow them ample time to grieve from your action. You cannot get frustrated, husbands or wife, in the process of somebody grieving something that you done did to them. That's the problem. You want to skip over the grievous part of it and just like we go back to normal. And there's no more normal. We're not normal anymore because the trust has been broken. Cheating. Yes, I'm telling y'all, when I was doing it, I would be, oh my God, it was so fun. I'm talking about being married, cheating. I ain't talking about when you got a boyfriend, a girlfriend, because that just is what it is. It was euphoric for me until it caught up with me. And know that God will deal with you. He gonna deal with you. So Why waste so much energy with somebody else when you can use that same energy with your spouse? Let's sit down and talk. Let's go to counseling. Let's exit those extramarital relationships. And I'm the first one to tell you, listen, if you ain't never been a cheater and your husband was the one always cheating, see, I cheated. So I'm telling you, it's hard out here when you trying to leave. Oh, I get some new. It's hard when you're exiting that relationship. Listen, for real, because you have been having sex with somebody outside of your spouse, so there's a soul tie there. And it's heart-wrenching when you're leaving the affair, the other person. It's so complicated and weird. It's like an octopus done wrap its tentacles all around you, and the little suction things are connected to you. And the more you try to pull away from this bad relationship, the more you drawn to it. So I empathize with my brothers, and I empathize with my sisters who have to end an extramarital affair, because it is hard. It is crazy. It don't feel good. And it's worse than a high school breakup. It's complicated. So you got to look at it from that point of view too. Yes, that person is wrong. But that person is even dealing with the tug of somebody else, because they done added a third person or a fourth person into the relationship. So now I got to get a relief from this issue also. So on both ends, it's a lot of complication. So you got to be able to love each other through it. The word of God say love covers a multitude of sin. Ain't no one person. Yeah, you is wrong. You are wrong. But wives, if you're the person that's been cheated on, look at it from the aspect of he done jumped into something, and it's a web that he got to untangle. And sometimes that untangling does not happen overnight, because they may have been invested in this extramarital affair for 10, 5, 6, 8, 20 years. Be realistic. You ain't just going to pull away from somebody that you done been intimate with, that you done shared your secrets with, you done did all this stuff with in 2 days. Even though we would want it to be 2 days, we're going to give you the phone, tell you call them, tell them don't call you no more. We're going to fight, we're going to do that. But then chances are they still going to be in communication with that person until it just clicks and it breaks. Go back to my topic. Cheating will catch up with you, because God gonna deal with you. Cheating will catch up with you again, because God is gonna deal with you. When you take vows, they're sacred and they're holy. I don't care if you didn't even mean it, because you said it with a cloud of witnesses, and unto the Lord you took a vow. It is what it is. If you didn't understand it, maybe you should have Googled it and understood the ramifications of entering into a covenant with somebody. It's serious and it's deep. It's deep. Okay? So, if you are the wife, or if you are the husband, and there's infidelity going on, you don't have to get divorced. Everything don't always have to lead to divorce. You can work through it. Y'all can get over it. But that other person, the third person, just, you got to end the third person. And I know from a cheating standpoint, because I was a cheater, it's not hard breaking up with your side piece. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's the truth anyhow. It is not hard. It's not easy breaking up with your side piece. But if you married to somebody, you're going to have to break up with your side piece. And you're going to have to, anything like, okay, let me use this, because listen, we be treacherous out here when we cheating. And you get it in where you can get it in. You do. I have done it, at my house, okay, on the bed that I shared with the other person. It's treacherous, nasty, buzzer, me. You need to get a new mattress, because that's an altar. Now, you need a new mattress, because that person is still connected to the marriage because of, come on, we married, we grown. Y'all was doing it in the bed. You see what I'm saying? You just got to do all things new. You got to renounce it. You got to ask God to forgive you for it. And the Bible says, resist the devil and he will flee. You got to run away from the temptation of being around that person. Because like I told you, when you're in an extramarital affair, it's almost like an octopus has enclosed you. And when you're trying to walk away, the tentacle, those little spongy things, keep pulling you back. Even when you don't want to go back, it's like a pull on you. Okay? It's a pull on your spirit. And I ain't saying it's right. I'm just telling you what it is. How it made me feel. You see what I'm saying? But you got to resist the devil and he will flee. You can't be texting the person. You can't keep talking to the person. Yes, you might still be thinking about the person, what y'all did. And, you know, just come on, we ain't chicken robots. You still got emotions and feelings. But you got to do what's right. And to do what's right, it's going to hurt, but you got to do it. So that you can make things right with your spouse, the person that you took vows with. Because if you jump up and divorce the person and marry the person that you're having an affair with, it's not going to work. It's just not. I'm sorry. Been there, done it, wrote a book about it. It's not going to work. It's not. So, if you don't want to be with your spouse, that's something else. But you leaving your spouse for the other person and marrying the other person, that just, yeah, it's not going to work, baby. It's not. So, I hope I said something to help you. Listen, love is patient and love is kind. We got to be patient with each other because we took vows together. Ain't nothing not fixable. It can be fixed if we both put in the work. Good morning, sis. If we both put in the work. And if you stop with the third person. You got to end it. And I'm telling you, wives, it's not that simple. Even though it's not that simple, it still has to be done. Okay? You got to stop what you say. That's the only way we can move forward. Okay? Now, if you have not clicked on one of the 6 links above, you can order our devotional, Soul Sync. It's a marriage devotional. It will really help you. It's a 30-day devotional. You can order our new notebooks, Marriage Matters. My favorite one is Married and Still Lusting at My Husband because he fine as wine. I be like, get over here, boy. Okay? You should have married me, baby, because it's up. So anyway, that you can click on our link, the Loves Collection, order one of our t-shirts. It doesn't matter, just support. And remember, cheating will catch up with you. It is one of the most devastating things that anybody can experience. It does not have to lead to divorce, but we got to get rid of the side piece. Getting rid of the side piece ain't easy. But you got to do it. The word say, resist the devil and he will flee. You got to put your flesh under submission. Hello. She said, I'm not married, but I'm manifesting and praying for my husband. Exactly. We don't need 3 people in it. But when that third person in it, I need you to know, coming from being a third person, it's not easy being peasy. That didn't match. But anyway, y'all have a good day, and I'll see you.